how to summarize the year. You know, we met with our guys today. Have individual meetings starting tomorrow, and pretty, I don't even know the adjective or adverb or to say it's surreal, unknown, sad, happy. Don't know what to tell you. I mean, you've been coming into work for 18 years, and you just assume that things continue. Probably not the case, but proud of our guys. They're confused is the word. I think there's just a ton of uncertainty. As an 18 to 22-year-old, there's very few things that you're assured of, and I think they figured that they were assured of that they were going to be here and get their degree and play the game they love, and that isn't the case anymore. So it's just a challenging time for the guys. It's challenging for everybody. It's interesting days here at University of New Mexico, and we all hope for better things.
Coach, how much did the big distraction disturb your team and the preparation of your team?
And it's hard to, I'm not going to let myself off the hook. It was a distraction, but I don't know what else to say. I mean, it just depends how you assess success and failure. I mean, the vast majority of people assess success or failure based on wins and losses. I think as a coach, that's a big factor. It's also development of individuals and people's display of character and perseverance and unity. In the sense of our players, man, I was really proud of them. They were faced with a monumental task, and in terms of growth, in terms of humility, they were exceptional. And our three seniors, incredible students and incredible leaders, humbled by those guys. In terms of wins and losses, yeah, it was the worst season in 18 years I've been here. So it's tough.
But you did lose four people before the season started. That had to cause some problems, I'm sure, correct? Yeah,
I mean, good players. I mean, yeah, but like I said, I mean, it's not my nature. I'm not going to sit and make excuses. We had good players. We had, and there were some good players that were part of the program that weren't able to play. We had a kid, the starting left back for the U.S. under-20s, under-20 national team. He hurt his knee in July. We got a kid who just captained Jamaica's under-20 national team in qualifying. He was ineligible by one class. He's here going to school. So, the players are here. It's hard to evaluate a mental state of players, but like I said, it's an impressive group who played with a lot of pride, and as a coaching staff and as players, love representing the state of New Mexico and love representing our university.
I have a question with a follow-up. Is this the end of Lobo soccer?
That's a funny question. I mean, what do you say? I mean, on one level, it'll never be over because of alumni in terms of community support. That's kind of out of my hands. I mean, I believe in the program. I believe in the impact of the program. I believe in excellence, and I have to operate believing there's going to be a program here. That's what some people say. It's a tough one, man. I wish I had a definitive answer.
And then my follow-up to that, what do? What's going to happen to you? Are you going to seek another job or other programs coming after you? What's going on with you?
I mean, I have a contract here through June. You know, I've been told by our athletic director that I'm here through June. My job has always been to support our players. We're going to have players here, and that's, you know, part of my job is to ensure their success. That's my plan. I don't know. I haven't been really informed of kind of what the plans are, you know. But it's, like I said, it's just a funny thing to stand here. You know, I've been doing it for 18 years, and just hasn't been, you know, a great deal of communication. But it's a tough time for everybody. You know, it's just challenging times here. You know, these are people that are trying to do the right thing, trying to do the right answers. So I'm not, you know, I'm not able to predict, but I feel very obligated to our guys.
Jeremy, how much help have you gotten from the administration with this exit of the players, and do you wish you had more?
I mean, that's not a fair question. They have a lot on their plate, you know. I haven't made it probably easy in terms of their comfort, but yeah, it's been, you know, it's been challenging. But like I said, it's not my job to judge people's, you know, response. Everybody deals with challenging situations differently. You know, for myself as the coach, as the leader of this program, I got to be out in front. You know, I got to be on the front foot. I got to be proactive, and I got to support our guys and honor our guys, and that's what I'm always going to do.
Coach, it was not too private. Understanding what you just answered, are you being pursued by the professional leagues right now?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you know, you have agents and you have people contact you, but you know, I have 2 daughters in high school here. My wife works in the, you know, public school system. This is our home. This is where our friends are. We love New Mexico, and you know, like I've said in the past, if I had had the opportunity to sign a contract that I was going to spend the rest of my days in New Mexico and be a resident in New Mexico, that's where I would choose to be. I mean, I don't want to live anyplace else.
One more.
Does not having that spring program, is that going to make you guys leave immediately? Because, I mean, you have underclassmen here, and so, because I know I'm not trying to be difficult, like I said. I know I've asked you this before, because it just looks like they're trying to kill the program, you know, before it even gets all the way to the deadline. It's just, from the outside looking in, that's just what it looks like to me.
I would sure hope not. I mean, the people here, I mean, they're educators. They're here for the best interests of the students, you know? So I sure wouldn't want to believe that, you know? If you're,
think those players will leave immediately because it's like why am
I think, yeah, quite a few players will feel that they have to leave that semester if there's not a spring. I'm not really sure why there isn't a winter and spring season. I mean, that's what we promised players, you know, in the recruiting process, that they're going to be supported for an entire year. There's no cost associated with having a winter or spring. You know, coaches are going to get paid. I don't, you know, that you're going to have to ask the people above me why that decision was made. I'm not exactly clear, but you know, our guys came to University of New Mexico to pursue excellence, to reach their potential as students, as men, and as players. And a big part of the developmental process is a winter and spring and working with the coaching staff. And if that is not provided, I would assume ones that have opportunities elsewhere, you know, they're going to take it. And that's a shame, because those are people you want representing this university. There's some pretty incredible young men that are going to be really successful, impactful members of their communities. Yeah. Yeah, but in terms of just me standing here, and I don't know what the rush is. Well, he's not here yet, but
Can I ask one more thing?
yeah, you can ask questions.
What about, since we have a new governor now, and I know everybody was waiting on that, and the regions, will, you know, there'll probably be new regions, and will any of that affect, is it gonna have an effect, or are you guys hopeful that it will?
I mean, that's the statement that's been made. I mean, Michelle Lujan Grisham, Speaker of the House, they've publicly stated that sports will be restored. I don't know enough about politics. I don't know. There's a lot of issues within a university that require additional funding. You know, I mean, we're not the only people that feel underfunded. You know, the athletic department. There's other people on campus, and I can't say one is more important than the other. That's not fair for me to say. What I can say is that our program is impactful, and it creates opportunities, it creates role models, and I think it's important for this state. So, you know, that's always been my standpoint. It's not for me to question individuals, but like I said, I can't really stand up here and say after 18 years, this is the last time I'm going to talk to the media, and I'm never going to be the coach at University of New Mexico again. I mean, that it doesn't seem natural in saying that. It really hasn't been presented that way. I mean, it's kind of been an interesting experience from the department, you know. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the communication has been interesting, but I'm passionate about this place, and I love serving this university, love serving this state, as do our players, and nobody wants to do anything differently. So, I mean, that's, like I said, it's out of my hands, and we'll see where things go, but proud of our guys. It's been, you know, a challenging year, but a learning year. And that, as a coach, you always want to learn, you always want to improve. You learn about yourself, you learn about your players, and hope to continue to move forward in some fashion.
Coach, if the governor says she wants to keep soccer, is that enough credibility there for you to be hopeful, to lean on her to make things happen?
I think you got to be careful, because she's got a lot of constituents. There's a lot of people she needs to serve. I mean, I think she's going to be a tremendous governor for this state. I think if she says something, it's going to come to fruition. So I have to believe that. But in doing that, I have to be respectful of our department, of our university, and it has to be a collaborative effort. I think it's okay to change decisions. I think that's all right if we can collectively figure out what's best for everyone. I mean, for me, of course, I believe soccer's part of that picture in terms of moving forward as an institution, as a community, in terms of faith and belief in what we're doing. I think soccer's pretty important, and we need people believing in this university. We need people believing in this athletic department, and I think we exemplify what's right in collegiate athletics. I don't think you could ask for anything more than what our guys provide. So that's how I feel.
When the kids come here and sign to come to UNM, you were talking about the spring. Does this say anything in the contract that you're going to be playing a fall and spring season where the kids sign something saying?
No, it's a verbal contract. I mean, that's kind of where I feel, and I've said it, you know, a couple kids' parents have kind of lashed out, and I say, well, if you're going to lash out, you lash out at me, you know? I mean, I'm the one who, I gave you my word. I mean, that's painful, but you know, that's what we've done for 18 years. You know, the first day of classes in January, we started training. You know, we took a lot of pride in that. And that was the expectation, that Guys are here to reach their potential, and that's when the real growth in a lot of sports is the off season. That's when nobody's looking at you. That's when you're just getting after it. You're doing the work, and you don't get the bright lights in the crowd. It's just getting after it, and that's when guys really grow. So that's an important part of the development of a collegiate athlete is the off season, and that's what our guys, deserve, the ones that want to reach their potential.
Do you know if you'll be able to do any sort of informal work with those guys on their game this spring, even though there isn't an official spring season, if you'll still be in a position where you're able to kind of help them improve?
We were told no. We were told that regardless of whether we're here or not, that we will be unable to work with the players, which, like I said, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's rationale for that. I'm not going to question people, but, to answer your question, not given that green light, not at this point, but I'm optimistic that people will come to that conclusion that, hey, this is what's best for students at University of New Mexico. Give these kids what they signed up for, allow them to develop, let politicians and other people decide the future of the program. But what is in the best interest of the student athletes is to allow them, while they're here at the University of New Mexico, to pursue their goals, pursue their dreams, and for us to provide for them an opportunity to do that. So, that would be wonderful if we get that opportunity. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.